Smash Ultimate Summit 4 was yet another rendition of the exclusive tournament series. 16 players once again ventured to Los Angeles to compete for 3 days in one of the most difficult brackets competitive Ultimate has ever seen, all for one of the biggest prize pools in competitive Smash history, rounding out at approximately $157,000, just $2,000 under the all-time record holder Ultimate Summit 3. Edgar Spargo Valdez emerged on top, earning his first major win at just 16 years old. It was an eventful weekend up and down the bracket, but here are just a few of the most important takeaways from the event.
Right off stage.
Watch the back air. Forward tilt's going to do it too.
We caught him reaching. That's going to be it.
Of course, the biggest news from the weekend was Spargo's victory, finally getting the major win he's been after. Seeing Spargo in Grand Finals comes as little surprise, but his win breaks what was beginning to feel like a second-place curse. Second at SmashCon Fall Fest losing to Light, and second at Port Priority 6 and Main Stage falling to Leo. This weekend, he overcame those obstacles, claiming wins on both players in addition to a list of top talent including Chag, T, Elegant, and Lavish. During the group phase, Spargo was the only top seed to avoid an upset from a lower-seeded player. His fellow top seeds, MKLeo, Tweak, and Proto-Banam, all ran into difficulties during their brackets that resulted in them having to compete in the gauntlet stage. Spargo, on the other hand, got to rest easy until the final bracket on Sunday, beginning his run by defeating fellow Mexican player Chag 3-1 in winners quarterfinals, a reversal of fortune from Chag's upset over Spargo at Main Stage 2021 that allowed him to qualify for Summit. Spargo's run through Sunday's final bracket contained plenty of runbacks of previous major opponents, beginning with his winner's semi-set versus MKLeo. The two went to Game 4, resulting in one of the most stunning set-ending finishes you'll ever see at a major event. Down over 100% on his final stock, Spargo managed to hold on for dear life off stage against Leo's Byleth, stalling with a perfectly timed cross-slash before Leo could have a chance to forward air him. Soon after, Spargo found the perfect opening against Leo's defenses, landing a back air that connected into an offstage forward air spike, stealing Leo's final stock away at a mere 31%. In a way, this was his chance at redemption, mirroring Leo's come-from-behind victory against Spargo at Main Stage, where Leo similarly found an opportunity to back air and spike off stage. How poetic, then, that Spargo's final opponent of the tournament, Light, would also be a runback, this time from Grand Finals of SmashCon Fall Fest. Winners Finals of Summit 4 was played on the razor's edge, with Spargo and Light trading games back and forth. Light would steal stocks away with risky offstage shines, while Spargo would answer back with solid onstage punishes and incredibly spaced back airs. Spargo managed to close out Game 5 with a solid lead, setting expectations high for the potential runback in Grand Finals. However, nothing could have prepared Light for this Spargo, one who knew he was going to win this tournament. And so he did, closing out the bracket with a 3-0 over Moist's Fox. Spargo's win cements him as one of Ultimate's best, and a strong contender for the best Ultimate player in the world. It felt like a matter of when, not if, for him placing first at a major, and we expect this to be only the first of many, many more to come. At such a young age, the future is most certainly bright.
How does it feel your first major win at Summit?
It feels pretty good.
Yeah?
Because, I don't know, I always thought since Main Stage that at my peak I could win a major, I could beat everyone. But, I don't know, Summit being my first major win feels really good.
That, the Halo platform, get himself a grab and go ahead and power up that arm, which ends up just being a next.
Oh, God!
Wow.
Still on the hunt, though.
Oh, my God! Seek and destroy! Proto with the deserved pump of jubilation all over that room. That man is happy.
We'd be remiss not to mention the incredible runs Light and Proto-Banam both had this weekend as well. The second and third place finishers at Ultimate Summit 4 exceeded expectations by walking away with collective wins on just about every player in attendance aside from Spargo. Light's run began in the group stage with a shocking upset over MKLeo that set the bar for the tournament. This was the first time the two had played since before the quarantine era at Ultimate Summit 2, a Game 5 set that ended in Leo's victory as Joker. Fast forward, and it wasn't even close. Light 3-0'd MKLeo by oppressing his Byleth and showcasing exactly why the character struggles against rushdowns like Fox. Light would end up defending his second place finish in the pools by beating Base Mage in the Gauntlet stage, moving on to winner's side in Sunday's final bracket. There, Light claimed a win on Meister, his third on record and their fourth set in a row that's gone to Game 5. Next was Tweak, another Game 5 set that resulted in a win for Light, with Tweak's SD in the final game allowing Light to steal away the momentum of the entire match. Proto's bracket was even more interesting, beginning with pools where he was upset by Meister and finished second going into the Gauntlet stage. In a twist of fate, he ended up scrapping against Tweak to determine who would be starting final bracket in winners, and Tweak came out on top in the end. Despite having a bracket where every set was a potential tournament ender, Proto managed to claw his way back up to losers finals, an unprecedented summit run. He became the first player to make it that far in a summit bracket after starting in losers, between all 16 Melee and Ultimate brackets. On the way, he defeated DeBuzz, eliminating him at 9th, stomped out Base Mage's breakout performance, got the run back against Tweak in a 3-0, and claimed his first win against MKLeo in Game 4 of Losers Semis.
It ends it all. Nice reset.
Oh my God!
The the back here, Jesus Christ!
Proto! Oh my God! Holy shit, he did it!
Film check.
Oh,
Though you have to be ready for that.
That's the Texas.
There it is.
My
God.
Oh, the
God. What is that right now?
Max, you were talking. Unbelievable! He got 2 rests!
Among an impressive top 8, one player's awe-inspiring run stands out, Base Mage. To most, it's a big surprise to see Jigglypuff performing this well, but perhaps it shouldn't be all too shocking considering the buffs the character has received over the last few updates. Base Mage used his skills in tandem with Puff's buffs to pick up a handful of fantastic wins, including 2 Game 5 closers against Chag, a win on Goblin during the Gauntlet stage, and a win over fellow last-minute vote-in Lavish. Base Mage proved he belonged on the same stage as anyone else in attendance, and cemented Puff as a character to watch going forward.
Quickly.
Oh, here we go. You know what time it is.
Oh, you cannot escape this.
Jab.
You cannot escape this.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh,
No,
that's it. You're
that's it.
done.
He's gonna die.
You're
He's gonna
done.
die.
It's
You
so
die off
broken.
one hit.
It's
Based
so
mother
broken.
mage.
What the
That's guaranteed.
You mentioned earlier, you know, comeback mechanic, or is it also just a win more?
Is he gonna do it?
Oh my God!
And he saved it to pop off.
Rest in peace to that chair.
Goodness.
For the first time since Get On My Level 2019, MKLeo did not place in the top 2 at an Ultimate Major. This stat is mind-boggling to say the least, and could also hold massive repercussions for the future of Ultimate's competitive landscape. To slightly temper expectations, it is worth noting that his top 2 streak remains intact for open tournaments, given that Summit is an invitation-only event. Still, demolishing expectations, this was not Leo's tournament by any means. He lost a total of 4 times, each one to a different player: Gluttony, Light, Spargo, and Proto Bantam. This means that of MKLeo's now 53 recorded offline losses, nearly 8% of them came from Ultimate Summit 4. This raises the question, is it time for Leo to start bringing back some of his other characters? Since picking up Byleth and running away with multiple major tournament wins with the character, there's been an underlying feeling that people will eventually catch on to how to counter him. And indeed, Summit 4 was that breaking point. Whether he continues to stick with Byleth or decides to bring back the Joker that almost single-handedly dominated the pre-quarantine era, or goes in another direction entirely, we'll have to wait and see. Leo wasn't the only former Summit champ that had a difficult time this weekend, as last Summit's winner, Tweak, placed 5th with losses to DeBuzz, Chag, Light, and Proto Bantam. Tweak has now placed last, 1st, and 5th in his 3 Ultimate Summit appearances, remaining one of top-level Ultimate's most unpredictable players. These upsets could mark the beginning of a shift in Ultimate's top-tier talent. In our PGRU North American contenders list, we ranked MKLeo, Spargo, and Tweak on mostly equal footing as the game's S+ tier players. While it'll be up to the panel to decide if Summit 4 moved the needle in any meaningful way, it most certainly indicates the skill gap between tiers is closer than ever. Overall, this iteration of Summit took players and spectators alike on an incredible journey. Between the onslaught of high-profile upsets during pools on Friday and Saturday, top-level gameplay throughout, and top-of-the-line production value as always from beyond the Summit, it was a weekend well worth the hype. Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, please check out PGStats.com and follow us for more information. This has been Kimona, and if you want to keep up with me, check me out on Twitter at @thatkimona. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. KAZUYA MISHIMA. Ha 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 ha.